Let's see here. Did I get the number right? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I was right. God dang, I gotta keep better track of my freaking vids. No, sorry about that. Hello everybody, this is Sidetracks Armada, again on Skyrim. Now, I know before I said that I would stop playing this game, but actually did figure out what the problem was. Apparently, one of the updates for my drive, like for my system's drives, didn't kick in. So it ended up giving me like quite a freaking problem and everything. So, like, you know how that kind of thing is, when it comes to it. But, anyways, with that out of the way, we'll try to, well, I'll try to get this back on track. Oh, hello and welcome into the live stream. Now, who are you, if you don't mind me asking? And I'm not asking to be rude, I'm doing it as a means in order to... Oh, never mind. Rude. But, anyways, everybody, you know, things being how they are. And I know last night, a lot of y'all heard me, say I was gonna try and do another vid with some of my friends and everything. But, like, I couldn't because apparently the deal I was like, the thing I was signing, the, application took me a lot longer to get done than I had expected. So, that being said, you know, I hope you guys can forgive me if it seemed like I was lying to you guys. I was not. It literally was just a failed interpretation for time, to be honest. I overestimated how much time that sheet was going to take me to fill out. Although now that it is filled out, I should well, I'll most likely end up back to working again, to be honest. So do forgive me if I don't make videos so frequently or at the same time anymore, because when it comes to it, like, at this point, it'll probably, well, most definitely end up being how do I put it? I can't think of how to put it, to be honest. But, anyways, stepping away from that, let's get this show on the road.
The old woman who runs the orphanage has been murdered. Say, didn't I see you coming out of there?
Nope, that was just your imagination. Every last bit of it. I was never near that orphanage and never near that old woman. And you cannot prove anything.
What do you need, my friend? The goddess smiles at your efforts, child. The dawn shines bright upon you. You have seen the young, fickle love of youth, and helped a more seasoned love find its way. There is one final aspect we wish for you to explore.
Oh boy.
For a strong love can withstand storms, and even survive death.
God dang it, this part again.
She will guide you to the wandering souls of two whose love was so great that their entwinement binds them to this world.
Well, crap.
May you carry the
Looks like the last time when I actually did it, it didn't go through. Oh, there's a female Khajiit. I wonder if she's optionable for marriage. But well, actually, oof, god dang it. I'm gonna go ahead and real quickly quick save because I did remember somewhere, I don't remember who did, but someone had left me a comment before for an optionable marriage that they'd like to see me do, and I think it was Serena or Serana, whatever the hell you call that vampiress. All I know is I did get a comment from someone to marry her. There was one person who said that there should be a God dang it, I cannot remember who, but someone said that there was a mod for a really good Redguard follower and she was supposed to be like marriageable and stuff, but I'm gonna try and find her, and who knows, maybe actually I'll see before I actually go through with anything. Like, I'm gonna check it out, to be honest. I am not gonna jump in what's the word? I'm not gonna just full on just jump into it without actually without checking. So you want to play as one of the Daedric princes? Here it is. Oh wow, yeah, ain't that? Well, actually, that is a very nice original concept. Very new, very clean, I will admit it, but I'm just gonna be honest, I've never thought of it before, to be honest. Whenever I look at the Daedric Lords, I'll be honest, I never really thought of actually trying to play as one of them, because for the truth of it, I'd rather not play as any of them. Like, those guys, I don't know, just looking at them alone gives me the creeps. Nocturnal's okay. If she's actually related to one of the Daedric lords and ladies somehow. I forget how she is related to them. Don't hold me to that as a quote, and do not flame me, literally, because sometimes I can get my information mixed up, like, really, really bad. Like, I'm not even gonna lie about that. Like, literally, I can get my stuff mixed up pretty bad. So if anyone has the right information, to what I'm gonna ask, please leave it down in the comments below, because I would love to know, I would love to know about it. Oof. Actually, hold on a minute. I gotta go take care of something, because I forgot, I left the pot on. And no, I'm not talking about drugs. I left the coffee pot on, and the tea should already be done. And those of you who are asking, well, if the tea basically got done just then, what was he drinking? Lemonade. Literally. If I'm not having tea, I'm having lemonade. Which I'll admit, both are really good. They are. But now that that's out of the way, I will be right back, guys. And allow me to say this, guys, you know, I would pause this kind of thing, so, like, it doesn't get on y'all's nerve, like, just in case, like, stuff like this would get on y'all's nerves, but, unfortunately, with just this system alone, I don't know exactly how to do that kind of thing. I don't know how to... like, just pause this kind of stuff. So, like, for each video, every time that I've had to go to do something and I end up leaving it still going anyways, that's the reason why. Because I don't know how to use this system to pause these and then get it to continue going. I don't, literally. I can't. I literally have no, and I mean no, absolute clue as to how to do it. So, yeah, you know, do try to, sorry, I almost bit my tongue on that. But anyway, the point I was trying to get at is, you know, for a lot of y'all, if I have pissed y'all off doing that before, then allow me to say this now. I am actually extremely sorry for that. like, if I could, I would actually, you know, I would actually, to the point of it, you know, be it, like, pause them in order to, you know, not take up so much of y'all's time and stuff while doing what I have to do. So, yeah. Ooh, someone made a new Fenrir mod. Am I saying that right? Fenrir? Fenrir? When you do this, you're unable to talk to him again. This is normal. It can't be fixed because it's part of the stray dog follower behavior that Fenrir is based on. But be careful with your loot. If he is holding any when you dismiss him, you can't talk again to get it back. There's a workaround to make him talk again to reset the mod. Simply save your game after disabling. Oof. God, that's... yikes. Wouldn't be something I would use. Who is this anyways? Brand new follower. I gotta check that out. To be honest, it's not that I don't trust what a lot of them put down. I'll be honest, I do tend to have trust issues when it comes to certain videos. Oh, I did it wrong. Okay, now watch V F 2 3 Z W X G H L 2. I think that's a capital Y. Yeah, that's capital. And T equal 3S. And it doesn't show it. God dang it, I swear, what is it with this and that kind of crap? Alright, get a look at this. Okay. So, gotta be somewhere in solitude to meet this one. Ugh. Okay, defa no. Just from what I can see from the video, to the most, what they did for it is just tamper with the character's skin texture to make it dark, and that's about it. So, not exactly something that I would do, to be honest. Random generated enemies? No, thank you. Steel plated smithing fix? Wait, what the hell is wrong with the steel smithing? Upgrade perk. You can upgrade steel smithing instead of advanced armor perks. Because it makes it. Okay, okay, I got it. I got what they did there. Smart. That is actually really fucking smart. What the freak? Hands of the Archinoth? Archinoth. Okay. What the heck is this? Hero's Lair? I feel like I've already seen that one before. I don't know why I have that feeling, I just do. Kings of Hell, 4 horsemen. Okay, whoever made that mod literally got that wrong. 4 horsemen aren't the kings of hell. Literally. As to the saying, I think in the Bible as it goes, the horsemen originally Nephilim created by accident by God and Satan, but Satan had got them to work with him at the very beginning of it, but when they tried to turn on Satan after going against God, like trying to go against God, both God and Satan basically, and this is to what I remember, so don't quote me on this, both had decided to basically curse and bound them, only to be released during the so-called, as everyone knows it, the apocalypse. The end of days, when everyone's basically gonna be fucking dead. Now, my theory on it, which kind of seems counterproductive that I tell you guys the original myth before telling y'all my thoughts on it. It kind of seems like I'm assing off, but, like, what I think the nature of it is that, like, Nephilim are were like the very original us, and it's just literally after time progressed to the full point of it. Whether it was God or Satan that did it, nobody knows. But one of them decided to do something that would slowly but surely take away the powers of the Nephilim. Which son tells me if that didn't happen, we would have actually had the same strengths as them. If my theory at all is anywhere correct. But then again, I'm no freaking ancient folklore scholar, so... And I'm pretty sure I pissed off a lot of Bible folk. Like a lot of people who read the Bible, or like scientists out there. I'm probably pissed off about half of them out there, if not the full the full onslaught of them. Although, then again, don't give a fuck. Literally. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's just my thought on it, you know? They can't really bust my balls over a theory. Now, if I started trying to go and say, instead of like saying it was just a theory that I had, that it was absolutely the truth, then they could literally have at it. But since I'm not saying it, they have no reason to be freaking... to be, riding my ass. Besides, not like I'd literally listen to them anyways if they had complaints. Like, if you guys want me to be honest, the very depth of how I think of it, literally, is because I've seen certain spots, like, in the Bible where it's only few times has ever mentioned anything of the Nephilim, except for maybe once or twice. And to make it even more out of it is the fact that they, at the same time, they basically avoid it like a plague. Especially certain churches. Like, if you try to ask something about it, they'll basically look at you like, are you fucking insane? Or if you basically are thinking heresy, you'd think that beings like them actually existed. But the thing is, you know, there's like so many connections without directly talking about them in the Bible, literally. You know? I'm not talking about half human, half demon Nephilim crap that people freaking say. No, I'm talking about a very original Nephilim aspect that me and a friend of mine had very much been getting connections just from the small points of it as we went on before. And literally, the Nephilim in question that I'm talking about, which I'm pretty sure will get a lot of people thinking I'm talking heresy, that such a thing could actually be something true, if it actually is. But the Nephilim that I refer to is actually one that has a high probability, to what I've heard of actually being true. It actually has a good probability of it, actually. But, me and this friend of mine, while thinking about it, think the true Nephilim thought process was actually of a union between angels and demons. Like, and how this went on would be demons and people basically have half-breeds. Angels that were amongst communities may have had children amongst some of them as well. Some demons end up freaking going for the half angels, or like angels after being brought back and punished by being turned into fallen angels for what they did, end up going back and basically getting together with the half demon like children. I'm not sure how it completely shakes, but it's just what I think. Halloween 2020. Hello. Oh there, and how are you today? I'm doing okay. Like, I can't exactly say anything has been wrong today. And you, my friend, how are you? God dang it. Why is it so hard to find that freaking mod? I swear to God. One guy talks to me about it and I can't even freaking find it. Doing good. Working on my Skyrim mod. Odds on PS4. Oh, you actually... Are you actually going through the mods in order to figure out what you want, or do you actually make mods? Like, out of curiosity. I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. It was a little nagging curiosity I had. Oh, you make mods. Nice. That actually is very nice. Actually, I wonder if you might actually do this first or something, but I'm actually waiting for the point when someone actually makes like a long coat with fingerless gloves and boots in Skyrim and actually has it to where they have an armor rating. That would be nice to see. Or maybe have it to where instead of like fingerless, maybe like armored back gloves or something like that, you know? But at the same time also have like a single metal shoulder pad to that. Because I'm gonna be honest, I do like the night-like attire that the Dawn Guard have, especially like with the idea of having the one shoulder armor on their deal. But I just don't like the fact that their gloves don't look very night-like. Literally. Like, they're not the armor gloves, you know what I mean? And the boots don't look right either. Like, I see no metal armor on those boots of theirs, like, whatsoever, besides, like, the little metal buckles. I'll be honest, it kind of throws me off with them. I'm doing a overhaul mod project in Creation Club, but And by the way, whether or not you take to, like, the ideas I spout or not, like, while doing this, that's up to you, you know? Like, not putting no pressure on you or anybody, you know? So, whatever you decide to do, it's up to you, ooh, my friend. Wait, what? The heck? If that was actually... Yup, that was that photo from Lord of the Rings. That is nice. Testing the small mods. That's before the big project. Ah, nice. Okay, this is taking way too long just to try and find this. I'm gonna have to do it this way. Red G A R D. I think I spelled that right. Well, I hope I did. Otherwise, this is just gonna be another pain in my... Nope. Nope, I didn't. God. G-A... Wait. G-A... I'm doing something wrong here. I don't know what. I'll just try. Yeah, without any extra to it. No. God. Let's try that. Good lordy, I swear. Skylet's combat overhaul. I actually like the combat just fine, to be honest. Do something for mobility, maybe even like something a lot better for armor, and then we'll talk, but... Oh, okay, that's what I did wrong. I completely spelled guard wrong. Son of a bee sting. G-U-A-R-D. Wait. Okay, yeah. Thank you for correcting me on that. Literally. God dang it, I swear to God, I get so messed up on it that I don't even know half the time. It's like, what the heck I'm doing. Rhetorium, guard, follower pack. MFS? What the fuck? Followers, almost all traveling NPCs. Wow, good lordy. I'm probably not even gonna be able to do all that. Oh my god. What's this one? Dawnstar Sanctuary. She's a sailor staying at the inn. Where the hell is that at? Oh, okay. She's at Dawnstar. Okay. Town guard. He's a member of the Thieves Guild. She's a member of the Thieves Guild. Solitude. She's a bard. Bard's College. Seller at the Bannered Mare. Follower at the College of Winterhold. City Guard. Known bugs. God dang it. I'm not trying to find anything too freaking buggy. I'd rather not have that kind of problem up on for a bit. I've already had enough problems. The last few videos I tried to make. Well, crap. Lit edition for milk drink. Oh, now that's gotta be insulting. Oh, God. Oh, man. That is... Oh my God. That is... That is too funny. That is too funny. I'm dying. I'm dying inside from that. That is just lit edition for milk drinkers. Oh my God. Ooh, God. If I start laughing any harder, I'll probably pass out. Alright. So, Halloween, if you don't mind me asking, what kind of mods do you actually make for Skyrim? Like, any specific direction of mods that you usually like to make, or is there like any certain type of class that you like mostly working around? Like, sorry if it sounds like I'm getting in your personal business a bit. I'm just trying to get to know you a little better. Because it's the first time I've actually talked to somebody that makes mods, and oof. You know, I just thought I'd try to get to know, like, the mod maker perspective of things, if you'd want to put it like that. And by the way, this, like, the kind of thing, like, you see here, like, I do kind of like it. I do wish, though, that the gloves and boots had more armor to it, though. When it comes to this. But I do like the idea perspective of, like, the one shoulder armor there. The gloves and boots, though, like, they do need to rework that, in my honest opinion. Right now, weapons, but going to work on armor, food, etc. Actually, leave me the name of a few of your mods. I'll actually check those out. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I will. I'll actually do that for you if you want. I will actually, you know, with the names of your mods and stuff, actually, pull them up and download them. Even, and go so far as to demonstrate them for you, if you want. But that is up to you. That is if you want. Okay, now. Wait, let's. Going to ask, do you party chat? Yes. Not, like, not all the time when it comes to doing videos, but I do it from time to time while my username is TheGreatGiant21 on PS4. Actually, if you want, I can give you my account name, which will probably be a little bit faster. Oh, you already found me. But, yeah, my account name is emyth. Like, E middle dash MITH. And, you should be able to find me, because that little profile picture up in the corner where you would usually see it. Yep, there you are. Give me a minute here. The Great Giant. Alright, I've accepted your friend request. Do you want me to create a party and invite you to it? I guess I'll do it right now. Oh, I've already made one. God dang it, I forgot that I had that up earlier. The Great Giant. Here we go. Alright, I sent you an invite to the party that apparently I forgot that I had made earlier. And by the way, my friend, as soon as you get to the party, your voice won't be heard through chat unless you make it to where it does so. So if you don't feel like having, like, any spoilers done for your channel, it won't happen unless you make it to where people can hear you. Hello and welcome.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What?
I forgot I was joining.
Although, pleasure to actually be able to talk to you. Yeah, like I had mentioned a bit ago, like, I'd love to hear from your perspective, like, how it is, like, making the mods.
with the vanilla items, they're easy to do. You know, like just adding a book into the game. You know, because there's people, you know, they want all the spells, things like that, or they want the skeleton key. There's a mod for that. Really terrible, but yeah. It's really funny. But
It is.
like, say if I was
Like, mods that I like are a little more conventional, you know, like maybe add a little piece of armor to, like, items that look messed up anyway. Oh, god dang it. But, the reason why I said that is because someone just jumped me out of nowhere on here. But, as I was saying, like, adding a piece of armor to, like, gloves or boots, or, like, maybe making certain armor longer, like, for the Dawn Guard, I wish they'd make the chest armor a little longer, to where it's, like, a long coat, because if they're supposed to be vampire hunters, they don't really look much like it. And the gloves and boots being leather, strictly, while, like, you know, they got the shoulder armor, they got full metal helmets, and then, like, they got metal plates going along the coat, but it's like the gloves and boots barely have a speck of armor on them.
That's true.
So, to my point being, that does need, like, a mod to work on that or something.
Oh yeah, but the thing is, like, if you want to sort of like fix something like that, that's gonna actually cause
It's gonna cause problems.
Yeah,
basically.
PlayStation can't actually get things like that because say if it's like, oh, capes on the back for the Dawn Guard characters, that means you had to design your own item, add it into the file, and then use it on them, and boom. Be on PC and Xbox. Because we can't get, because with my mod, like say if I was putting a chest that says weapon on it or something like that for you guys to use or put your weapons in, it's gonna tell me this chest can't stay on my computer because it's not using the skin anymore. So I have to take it out, you know, kind of way, and update my thing, and I'm like, okay, that doesn't make any sense. PS4 can't use these things. Okay, alright. But still, you know, right now, what I'm trying to do is give you guys some testing items, like armor. That there's one set of armor that I made for myself. It's actually for the modder, so that's me. What it is that it has a lot of the enchantment on it to see what it does to affect the player. Because have you ever seen any of your enchantments not doing what it's supposed to do for you?
Actually, a lot of times, yes. The only thing that I would say solidly works for me completely would be the Ring of God mode that I have.
Oh no, I'm not talking about like mods, I mean
oh, like natural enchantments. Yes, I have noticed that time to time when I played before. Like certain items that was supposed to increase carry weight turn out to not do it, or fire resistant don't work for crap.
Yep. That's why I'm trying to fix things like that specifically to the point, like, oh hey, you're gonna use this I would say disease resistant ring that does 30% to the point, like if you get how can I say disease from poison apple or something, it's not gonna stop you, it's gonna slow down and then affect you. To me, what I did is I actually made it to the point, like, the enchantment effect is actually to 999.
Damn.
Yes, I know it's OP, but it's to...
Actually, I would say it. If you're good enough to do that, then hell, man, hats off to you. You know?
Yeah, it's just to see what the effects will cause. Because 11, like, I actually fixed some of the errors on some of the enchantment weapons. I think one was the troll weapon that you had to use against trolls. So instead of
troll
fire
weapon
damage,
first
yeah,
time.
So I don't know where you get it. I don't really remember.
The only thing I remember is last weapon that I had that was monster based was the usable giants clubs like Lucille.
Oh, yeah, that. I really wish there's a way you could fix the giant weapons to the player size.
Yeah, that's actually something that I have noticed. They make those damn things way too big. Even if you make your character using the one mod as a giant, it basically still makes them way too freaking big.
I know, and that's the thing. It doesn't make any sense and not, shrink them down to your player's level.
You think they would, or at least like make a race that you could start out in the beginning as like one of those giants with the club.
Joker elected to camp here for the night. I don't like it though.
Yeah, so my mod is to test enchantments, test. I can't speak right now. So I'm tired. Try to give the player to try the armor set to the point like, oh, this gives you the ability to have the cementing effect really strong. So when you go to your enchantment, like say you got an iron sword, it'd be like really to the point it'd be fine. But the thing is, when I tested it, because I've been testing it all night, you can get it from fine, but now if you go to your smithing and grind the weapon, it goes to a legendary, like one hit kind of way. So it helps you to the point like, oh, okay.
It makes it so it helps you a little bit better survival-wise.
Yeah. Because this is not just for players that are playing normally, it's for people that are on survival too. Because, there's survival characters.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it before. I've had a friend try to get me to do that kind of deal on one game a long time ago, which never liked the idea, to be honest, of doing something like that to where it's like if your character actually dies, they stay dead. Because, like, here's how I find it so repetitive. It's like, I'm a guy that likes creating art, normally in my free time. So, like, I'm a little bit of, like, a perfectionist when making characters, which is why I point out certain details in armor and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I know, me too. All the time.
And, like, when you take the amount of time that you do to work on your characters, why the hell would you want to do something like survival just to have it, like, all go down the damn drain when you die? Like...
Yeah, that doesn't actually make any sense. To me...
It don't! It's stupid! Like, literally!
Yeah. The reason I would like the survival a little bit is to make it to the point, like, you do go out. You make it feel like it's real life. You gotta
Yeah,
like
you know, make it a
through
little more
your
lifelike, or at least make it a little more, like, of a challenge, but not, like,
camp,
complete kill you.
or fish, all that stuff I wanted to see doing. But instead of that, the only thing I hated about is because say if you go to the cold air, oh hey, a pop-up screen says you need to wear something. Okay, take my good armor that I don't know why, and put on some furry armor and go there. And I'm done over there. Go to the sunning area. I'm so dying over here. Oh, put on my good armor. What the hell? Oh my god. If you're gonna make a character, or in my case, a mod, in Creation Club, you should make it easier for people to... How can I say this?
Use and handle.
The feeling of what you're using the items in the game. So
In other words, make it to where it's better handling, so to
Yes.
speak.
Because when I actually tried the free mod on Creation Club,
Heard
that I
they're
think
informing
was
the Dawn God.
survival mode, I tested it out. Wasn't really good. Not really good. I kept dying. Even though I was a high
used to
level
be an
character,
adventurer like
and
you.
I was like,
Then I took an
where the
arrow.
hell am I dying from? I looked at my screen. I don't have any diseases. I had nobody around me. And still I died. It's like, what the heck?
What do you need, my friend?
And I went to
Your
the
efforts
point
have
like,
helped
hey,
illuminate the entire province.
disable
I
my
trust by now
game.
you've achieved a higher
reboot it,
comprehension of love.
And then, yeah, I didn't have that
Carry the
mod
blessings
anymore.
of Mara with you, so the rest of the province may
I actually
shine in
cheated,
her
like
glories.
to the point, like if I don't like one of the Creation Club mods, I just delete my game, reboot it, and boom, it's there. It's easy,
Good journey, my child.
really fun to do. And it actually cleans out your system to make sure there, if you have any other broken mods on the free mods, it will actually delete those for you.
Ah.
Because a lot of times there are some mods that you can't delete because of...
Yeah, because they'll cause certain problems to keep them still there.
Yeah, because I actually have told people,
No lollygagging.
if you're going to be using a mod that you unchecked kind of way, it's still there being used. If you
It's kind of why I try to thoroughly, like, read what the mod's supposed to do before,
yes,
like,
that's the point.
doing it. But at the same time, some of them usually don't keep my eye's attention. So it's like, I gotta so badly, like, just wipe them off. Like, the ones that don't keep my attention for long.
Yeah, there's some mods,
Like-
and I don't mean like mods, I mean like modders. When they make a mod, they won't actually tell you where the mod should be at, because
A lot of them don't. Like, literally, you have to rely on certain people on YouTube to do it, because literally, it's like they figured out about it.
To think, oh, anything that is based on like buildings, like say if it's like Whiterun's city cleanup or
Yeah.
master type of way, that has to be on the bottom. Or if it's anything like a weapon, no, not a weapon, trying to remember, a crafting list. So the list of things that you wanted to make, like I think it was everything, yeah, that has to be on the bottom, because on the bottom goes first, and on the top those. It's so weird. Like, I don't understand it.
That seems ass backwards to me.
That's what I'm saying. Because when I started doing mods on my Skyrim and my Fallout, I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Why have to, do it like that? Huh? So it loads down, but it actually is loading backwards. It's so freaking stupid. I always crack myself up every time because it was so stupid. And yeah. And there are some mods that are on Skyrim you don't want to touch because they do break a moment you load it in. Because, like an example, I had my mod that was 100% broken. Because when I actually tried to test it out, yeah, it actually caused a crash. To the point I was like, shit. Eh, make a new file, redo all that, overwrite it. I know what to write again, plus back. And I did.
Although I will say it is actually nice to get like a mod creator's perspective, to be honest, because like getting more perspectives into things, it actually helps a lot of the times, I believe, people to appreciate more some of the like finer tuned mods because of like how much time and effort that mod makers like you put into it.
Oh yeah, there are some authors, they do like, you know, funny mods, you know, other ones would be like horror mods, overhaul type of way, like changing the lighting, adding more grass, you know, things like that, summon creatures, that's really a good mod. It gives you the ability to summon every single different creature you can think of, like a horse, meaning if you don't want to buy a horse, then summon a horse, and that horse can be with you anytime you want. You can actually summon another one,
Actually,
one,
it's funny. It's one of the reasons why I'm waiting until I start the Dawn Guard in order to get a horse, because I plan on going for Archon, the skeleton horse that's in there.
Huh?
You hadn't seen that one?
Wait, is that a Crazy Club mod?
No. Like an actual horse that was put into the game that you get from the Soul Karen. All skeletal looking. Has this one guy that's a ghost that goes, "Can you help me find Arkin? He's trapped somewhere here."
Yeah, okay, now I remember. Yeah, I actually have a mod that changes that horse's color texture to like a red fiery type instead of like a purplish kind.
And
like,
it's kind of make it almost like Fury War's horse, basically.
The reason I was like, you know what, I should make it look like he's actually from like Ghost Rider kind of way. Like a horse.
Oh, Carter Slade's horse.
Yeah, so I thought about that, and I was like, oh, hey, there's a mod about that.
I'm actually gonna be honest. I actually love that movie.
Oh, I do.
Oh
Actually,
my god. Like, Ghost Rider has been, like, out of all movies that I've watched, in my list, like, top 5 list of movies that I've ever watched, with, Pacific Rim, like, right after. Literally. The only thing I think that kind of sucks in Pacific Rim is, like, how easily they offed off some of the Jaegers that they had. Like, Chrono Alpha. I actually liked that, Jaeger. It just kind of sucks how they made him fall, like, made it fall, though. Got freaking double teamed.
Yeah, to me, I think was the first Ghost Rider was actually okay, but to the point I was like, okay, there's 2 Ghost Riders.
Yeah, the second one, I think they tried a little too hard on it, to be honest.
No, I'm not talking about the second movie or anything. I'm talking about the second Ghost Rider that's actually in the first one.
Oh, like when they actually showed Carter Slade.
Yeah, the horse dude one. I was like, damn.
Yeah, the Gravekeeper. I thought that was actually crazy. They actually had him, the Gravekeeper, actually turn out to be Slade, like one of the first Ghost Riders.
Yeah, and
Like,
the funny thing is, like, I think it was like the piece of paper was actually inside the shovel. I was like, yeah, inside that. And
it's
then one thing I want to do is, my overhaul mod for you guys on Creation Club is to the point that I'm actually adding things for Skyrim.
Come on in.
Anything from the past.
Take a seat and get the cold out.
So anything like from Oblivion.
Ours is to smile at your passing.
You know, any others kind of affected the game. I'm actually adding Easter eggs. When we were talking about this.
actually, speaking of Oblivion, I'm trying to remember, those knights in the silver and black armor that you usually find in Sheogorath's realm. I think they're called Knights of the Order. Like, if you can actually make their weapons, like maybe even make a greatsword version of their sword and their armor, dude, that would be nice, literally, in my opinion.
I just said I'm actually adding things from the past into in the overhaul Creation Club mod, because when I said that PS4 can't actually get things like that, it's because that's all new. I'm using old stuff. I want to actually add new items from old games in Creation Club to you guys to have like a new world space to, like, I don't know, fuck around.
In other words, have a wider range of experience.
Yeah. And I just want to do it.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy.
Out there to have more fun instead of like, Skyrim's so boring. All these mods are boring. Even some of
Because it's like a lot of them are close to about the same.
Yeah.
That would be a bad idea.
So that's
I'd
why
be
I
too
wanted
likely
to
to
do
attract
a
the wrong kind of attention.
huge
They
mod
don't know you at all yet.
to bring them back, because I never actually played them in my life.
The Thalmor ambassador,
I want to actually add them in,
regularly
because
throws
some of them
parties where the
actually
rich and
do look
connected
cool.
cozy up to the
But
Thalmor.
when
I can get you
if
into one
anyone
of those
who's watching
parties.
your stream
Once you're
actually
inside the
seen
embassy, you
those
can get
mods
away
on
and find
Creation Club,
Ellen's secret files.
yeah, those are
I have a contact inside the
they're
embassy.
stupid.
He's not up
Because
for this kind of
why would
high-risk
you want
mission, but he can help you. His
a,
name is
say,
Malborn.
a enchantment
Wood Elf.
armor.
Plenty of reason to hate the
when you
Thalmor.
can't actually
You can trust him.
keep that armor.
I'll get word for
on
him to meet you
enchantment,
in solitude
you
at
know?
the Winking Skeever.
Like,
You
oh
know it?
hey, I had the
While you're doing
iron
that,
armor.
I'll work on getting...
Oh hey,
Meet me at the Solitude
there's like
stables
iron
after
armor
you've
that
arranged
has
things with
health
Malborn.
enchantment on it.
Any questions?
Nah, I don't need that. Walks away. Oh hey, there's something on the Creation Club. Oh, I like that armor. Fuck. I can't actually take off the enchantment and keep the armor. That sucks.
So that's one of your ideas that you plan on implementing, is like a wider range use to actually be able to take and place mods on and off armor, right?
Not like that. Because say if you gone to the Creation Club and you saw like one of the mods up there, okay? And you're like, oh man, I wish I'd gotten that, you know, without, you know, enchantment effect on it.
So that way you could put the enchantment on, like put an enchantment on it of your own will.
Yeah. And the reason I want to do that is because a lot of times, how can I say this?
It's boring to a lot of people to have certain dictated mods for certain things.
Yeah. Yeah, because a lot of times when you go and use something like that, you get like a 50% chance that, yeah, that item has already been used. I want to get a, like an item or a weapon or anything not used to the point I can actually use it on the table, make it more stronger at the grinding table, you know, you name it. But, no, you can't.
In other words, to make it a strength of your own design.
Yeah. So that's why I wanted to actually...
That, I will admit, is actually a very good idea. One that I usually don't find with some of these mods. You know? And it's very rare that I actually meet people that think a lot of this, kind of think the way I do for certain things.
Okay.
And it's like, if I could create mods, I would actually attempt to.
Position.
But I know nothing on how to do it, so... like...
All I can say, for the vanilla game, it's easy to do and learn a little bit. But if you want to do what I'm going to try to do, is to make a new world and add those new items, that's going to take me a long time. Like probably a year for me to build that thing by myself. But if I actually add somebody else in it, I can actually do more work on it. But yeah, if you ever want to try it, you should try doing it small first before you do it big. You know, meaning, say...
baby steps, basically, is what you're getting at.
Baby steps, because it's the same thing with me. I've been learning YouTube videos about, like, oh, so this item, you can use that. Like, one of my item in my mod is actually a enchantment arrow. It's actually funny because I
need something?
Started to beta test of it.
Really?
You know those flaming
You're who she picked?
women characters?
I hope she knows what she's doing.
That you can actually
Here's the deal.
Summon
I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for
and
you.
once they die,
Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. Falmore takes security very seriously.
I have that enchantment.
Give me what you can't live without, and I'll make sure to get it into the embassy.
Try to kill somebody.
The rest is up to you.
Yeah, it does that. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you.
Mess up.
I've gotta go.
Arrows.
I'll find you at the party.
But hey,
Don't
I'm
worry.
okay with that. Stupid computer.
Problems with it, I'm guessing?
Right now I just finished, you know, updating it to the point like because I had an issue with some of the items in the chest because, you know, there's people that are, not into having armor or weapons that are really heavy on them. So I went to the point like I had to make them really light, meaning 0 weight to the point. And not all I did is I actually just added a book, just a normal spell book.
Friends like you are hard to find.
Because I wanted to see if it shows up. Because
feel free to make requests.
Sometimes
Mind
when
yourself
somebody
in my
takes a
city,
picture
friend.
of like
This here axe in
item,
full swing is a right
tries to
terrible
load it
sight.
into the game, it doesn't actually appear there. It's actually funny because I did it for Fallout, and one of the weapons was in the creation kit showing, but when I went into the room, it was actually inside the wall. I was like, how the heck is it in the wall? So that's why I do it in the chest to make it easier for you guys to get it out. Because
I actually hate what they do with some of the mods, like, say if you try to get something that works as a weapon that they have, like, somewhere in the sanctuary, but at the same time you make, you use one of those mods that clean up and make sanctuary look, like, really nice and stuff. It literally, like, building clashes with it.
Oh,
and
yeah, I understand, because it's the same thing with me with Skyrim. I think it was a mod called Armory something, and something else. What was the other thing called?
I think it was
City.
called Snow Sultan Manor and Creamery Manor, which both stood inside, like outside of Whiterun. That happened to me here in Skyrim.
Yeah, that's the thing. Malters.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy?
Specifically, what it's gonna cause if
I have your
add
invitation
this
to the
mod
party.
to this mod.
But the only way you're
That's
going to get
why
past the
other
guards is if they
modders
really
have
believe
to
you're an
beta
invited guest.
test other
Which
mods
means you need to
to
look
make
the
sure.
part and
Oh,
not be
okay.
armed to the teeth.
So if this
Here,
modder has
put
this
this
mod
on.
here,
When
it's
you're
gonna
ready,
cause
I'll keep
a
the rest of your
player
gear safe
who's
until
trying
you
to
get back.
walk out of this door
You'll only have what Malborn
to
smuggled
get
in for you.
inside that wall and get stuck. And I know because I actually beta test my own way of playing the mod, and I was like, shit. So I deleted, I think it was like all the 9 whole city mod.
Plus whatever you can pick up inside.
I couldn't like
I
get
guess
out
that
of
will have
one
to
of the
do.
walls, so I was like,
You should
crap.
pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage
That's
to the embassy?
why I need some feedback to see what you guys
Don't worry,
want me
it
to
will
do in the
just
mod.
make sure. Good
Like,
luck.
what kind of enchantment effect do you want? What else? Trying to remember something else. Like, what kind of weapon you want me to, mess with? Like, do you like dragon armor? Do you like,
I'll be honest, I like steel, like, because I do like the classic knights kind of thing, you know?
A fellow latecomer to Element's little sword.
Although, I do wish for it, though, they would actually use make something like the classic claymore, you know, where it was like the very wide at the bottom of the blade, but yet the still, like, pointed up pinnacle at the very top and the V-shaped guard.
yeah,
Welcome to the Thormore Embassy.
yeah, I know what you're talking about, like, cause really,
Thank
to
you,
me,
sir. Go right in.
Skyrim is just, all vanilla. So, to me, I'm actually adding, like, toppings on it, to the point, like, oh, hey, you guys want a...
You're adding stuff to spice it up a little.
Yeah, because, really, people are getting bored. Because, one,
Welcome.
you don't want to get
I don't
a
believe
game
we've
called,
I am Elenwen,
was
the Thalmor ambassador to
I think
Skyrim.
it's
And you
the
are?
Blade game that's coming out soon.
Soul and
that-
Blade, I think it was.
Yeah, I don't know, I forgot the name. But that new Skyrim game, I think it was Blade 6 or Skyrim 6. Really weird name, but hey. It's actually gonna be coming out soon, but it's going to be on the same engine. That means
Yes. I remember your
every
name
single
from the
bug,
guest list.
bug
Please,
that they
tell me
actually
more
tried
about
to delete.
yourself. What
It's
brings
still
you
there.
to this?
You know,
to
like a
Skyrim?
flying cow.
Malborn.
It's just that we've run out of the alcohol
your
wine.
weapons are not gonna
Do
be
I have your permission to uncork the
grindy. You know, because I had an issue when I went
Of
to
course,
a
I've
smithing
told you
area
before not to
make
bother
my
me with
weapons
such
super strong.
trifles.
Yes, Madam
And for
Ambassador.
some reason,
My apologies.
it went down.
We'll have to
I was
get
like,
better
what the hell?
acquainted
Why
later.
is my weapon
Please,
0
enjoy
damage?
yourself.
Doesn't make no sense. What the heck?
What can I get
So
for
it
you?
didn't make no
You made it in.
sense.
Good. As soon as you distract the
And,
guards, I'll open this door.
ever
and we can
since
get you on
then,
your way.
When
Let's hope we both
Fallout
live through this day.
4 came out, it was the
There you
same
go, sir.
way like that.
Fine.
I
Is
had
there
an
anything else I
NPC
can
that
get for you?
made my
Until next
day
time.
laughing my ass off.
What does a fellow
Pressing
need
Garvey,
to do to get a drink around?
some reason was in the sky. I was like,
Ah, the one.
why are you up
If
there?
there's anything I can ever do for you, do not hesitate.
It was so
to
funny,
follow.
and
Wonderful.
the best thing I can say,
begin
there
to
are
repay
2
your
mods
generosity. Is
that will actually
all?
fix those bugs
Stand
for
back
Skyrim
and
and
behold
Fallout 4.
my handiwork.
And I love them. They're 100% okay to use. There are some other mods that do the same thing, but they do cause bugs in it. I don't know why. Don't understand that. But never get what's it called? Fallout 76. Cause that's 100% shit.
I will say this much. One of the games that was made by the same makers as Skyrim, like that Elder Scrolls Online, there's a lot I find that they could do a lot better for it, and a lot of it just seemed lackluster. And the fact that how much more compound that they did with the smithing, I do think that it kind of made it a little more kind of made it a little more lackluster.
I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
I would actually understand because a lot of times,
like I do like the aspect where they make
screw this up.
I do like the aspect of where they make it to where you can like fix your stuff up, like, you know, repair weapons and armor after using them for a while. That I liked about it, you know, because I thought that was very innovative. You know, it's kind of like what they did when they did that for Oblivion. It's why I liked it. But when it just came to how much stuff in, like, how they like when they practically like tweaked around and made it to where you had to find certain books to make certain things, that actually not only threw me through a loop, but it kind of, I guess in a way, it kind of fucked with me mentally, because it's not exactly something that I'm used to with stuff like that. You know, I understand, like, if you were to get a certain level and stuff, but, you know, with how they did it, it just, I couldn't get with it, you know?
Oh, yeah, like, to me, like, say if you were trying to make a book in Skyrim, you know, and some of the recipe is gonna tell you, oh, hey, you want a frost giant, you know? But the only problem is, because under the college kind of thing, is that they're gonna come after you instead. So I was like, that needs to be fixed to the point when somebody puts a item, they should put another item that makes it that, you know, they're good, they're not evil kind of way, like to fight the first person all the time. That they should actually fix. But instead of just only 3 characters, fire, ice, and shock, they should actually give you other characters to summon from a book, like an earth creature, or in my case the earth, you know, a water creature, a lava creature, anything specific like that. And like, oh hey, I killed this what was it, a dragon maybe? Take one of their eyes and put it in that chamber and make a book out of it.
Or like, have it to where if you were to get the eyes, put it in a staff and it might use one of the dragon's abilities.
Yeah. Because instead of having it to the point like, oh hey, you're the dragon boy. Yeah, nobody knows who you are. Really? Nobody knows you.
Yeah, like, I would actually, to a very high extent, enjoy it if people did stuff like that, you know? Like, maybe even for an even better extra kick to it, like, make it to where you can load different dragon eyes into the staff. You know, like the staff's hollow and it's kind of like a gun chamber. You can choose which bullets you put into it.
Oh yeah. Because,
and it's like, depending on the dragon eye you use, will vary the abilities you get from the eye.
Yeah, because there's actually a mod that I saw on YouTube. It's Dark Arena, I think it was called. What it does, say if you are bored of the mod, you know, kind of way, you can actually add the old bosses that you actually killed from the past. So the Frost Giant, what other person? All the priests, the dragon priests, any of them, you can actually make them come back from the dead and kill them again. And that I like, because that shows that when you get bored, hey, bring something that from the old boss that you killed, put it into the boss.
Like, bring the best bosses that you've ever fought, like the ones you had the most fun fighting, back.
Yeah, all you have to do is kill them and take an item that is based on them. So I was thinking, what about, and this is the thing I want to try to do, is because my character I've made in my game is actually called the Ancient God of the Nord. Meaning, he's a guy who used to be a Nord, but he got cursed. To the point, like, he got tired of everyone. Not everyone, I mean the god up there. So every time he actually done things for the gods, they give him a curse. But the thing is that they didn't realize those curses actually made him into a god. Meaning he can't die. What was the other thing? He can't be seen because the one god is a thief god. You know, different things like that, and he just walks around, slaughters everyone. He has ancient Nord hero weapons. What else? He has his own outfit, and that's why I called it the Molitor outfit. Because he used to be in a, not in guild. And what was the thing? He has the magic necklace, and he has the spike shield. And the helmet is the helmet that has the horns, the straight horns coming out. I think it was like, I'm trying to remember the name, but it was really difficult to remember. But that's the point, is I like to try to add in things that are based on what the game should be. Because say if you wanted to see a god that you want to murder because they did something to you, but you can't. So what I want to try to do is, when you do kill a god, you know, you can take their heart and you can put it into the chamber, or, you know, anything specifically.
Or an idea, like, have you ever seen the anime Campione?
No.
Well, the basis of it is based off of god slayers. Now, they're otherwise called demon kings because they've slayed a god. And what happens is they gain the powers, and practically the soul of that god is merged with them, which gives them the powers of the god they slayed. So, like, say the main character ended up by luck slaying the Persian god of war, Varathragna. So he gained Varathragna's 13 avatars and his golden sword that could cut through another god's divinity. I'd actually recommend it. It is a very, very good anime. Might actually give some good ideas.
Yeah, I just want to try to make it that you guys can actually meet my character.
That would actually be really cool. For one, I'll be honest. I'm just waiting for a mod that allows me to replace, like, maybe an arm and an eye with, I don't know, maybe like a wooden one, or like one's made of, like, an arm made of stone with like an energy eye. Because my entire OC base, I'll be honest, has been around a single stimulated OC that I had made one time when I was younger, and practically for a while was like when I had lost an arm, leg, and eye during a car crash some years back. But well, the thing is, I had fake, like, you know, prosthesis until I had until I basically got I basically had gotten an operation like sometime back during this year. I think it was during February, and got a replacement arm, leg, and eye transplanted. Practically close enough to my natural ones you wouldn't be able to know unless you look. Unless I basically wore something to where you would see, like, where they had sewn it on, because there's, like, a scar to hell in back there.
Yeah, that's another thing I want to try to do, is because the scars that you do get on the both games don't actually show up so often. Like, oh hey,
like the one that I got that was close enough at all to the scar that I used to have on my eye is the one that's over the left eye of the character. And
yeah,
although it's not about as refined as the one that I had, because when I lost my eye, and this is how it happened during the car crash, the piece of glass went through my skull, like near my eyebrow, and literally popped my eye out. Literally.
Damn. That's insane. It really is.
The scar's small now from how it was back then, but still hurts like a bitch when touched. Like,
hey, if it was like a giant sword blade that went through your eyes and your back and your skull.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it.
It's gonna make a huge scar.
What?
And yeah, you should be wearing a
Come on,
eye patch.
this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. Whatever you want.
But you did not get that, because that'd be like the worst thing ever.
Silence.
I'm dead
And that's the kind of thing I want to do, is to show like real scars on your character and not make them so tiny you can't see them.
they make them way too thin too. I'll be honest on here.
Like right now, I had some mods that changes my character's look, like red hair. What is it called? The demon eyes. Things like that. But
will be hunting
with
me
the
for the rest of my
scars,
life.
it's just
I hope it was
you
worth
still
it.
can't see anything. It's so hard. It's like, what am I seeing? Am I just seeing a tiny line of dots? That's what I always think of. But that's the reason why,
yeah. Ever think you might be able to make a mod like that to where you can replace an arm with something else?
that I was actually trying to think of doing integration code, because it won't work on the free mods, because you know I had to delete the arm off and the leg or the eyes kind of thing and put that all in there. Because what I was thinking doing is you know those NPCs that are always infected kind of way?
Yeah.
I wanted to fix that issue because one, I can't tell if the person was infected. All I can tell is he's all orangey because, you know, he probably sprayed too much of that orange fake tan stuff on him. That's how bad it was. I wanted to make it that there's like green, you know, fines coming on his face and all that stuff on his arms, you know, and then make it look like he, you know, was something like that. It's the same thing with, say like a dead skeleton, you know. Oh hey, he's a dead dude. Oh my god, he's coming back from the dead. Oh wait, he has a rock in his eye. He has like tree branches coming out of his body. He actually has a heart still. Oh my god. Things like that should make it more fun instead of like, oh, he's just a boring skeleton dude. I'm gonna just walk away. That's what I feel like every day. So I wanted to change everything to the point, like, not my mod, it's actually for the fans.
Like, that's kind of like one of the same reasons why I do my videos. It's like, and I keep telling people to leave comments for this reason, is because I do this for them. I want them to have just about as much fun as I do, because I have fun anyways just playing the fucking games, you know? And it's the reason why I ask them to leave in the comments is because I want them to actually have a feel of connection into it. Like, at the same time, they're giving me the direction they want me to go. I do it happily either way, but in a way they have a little sense of fulfillment.
Yeah. And the other thing is I'm trying to do for Fallout 4 and Skyrim, in the Creation Club, is I'm actually adding people on YouTube and Twitch players into my mod as a character, so people can actually know who they are.
I hope I could never make it big enough in order to be put on a mod like that, to be honest.
Someone that is seen far away.
Although I know it's kind of dream big for a small YouTuber like me, to be honest, but you know, it's
just you know, something to because I had this one female girl. I was telling her, and she's trying to actually get people to, you know, give me ideas, but
did you learn anything useful?
Heard anything from that?
Really?
In a long time.
That seems hard to believe.
I actually made some weapons for her. She hasn't actually touched mods yet, but when she does, she's gonna see the weapons that have her names on it.
Really, nobody paid much attention back then. I guess he wasn't.
What I did actually say to her is that I want to actually add her into the mod.
Just ask him where he was on the 30th of Frost.
I want to actually add her bird.
You'll know what it means.
To the point, like,
do you need
holy
something?
crap, I actually have my pet bird in the mod with me, because I don't know if you actually heard about Fallout when the DLC came out. I think it was Nuka World, when somebody's brother passed away. But that's actually add him as a character.
Actually, I did hear about it.
Yeah, they fucked that up so badly. To me, I wouldn't just let him stay there and just give us a book. No. What I would actually do is actually make him follow us anywhere we go, making him
like make him an actual optional character.
I can have it, yeah.
Yeah, but no, that's the point. Like, even if I say to Bethesda, "Oh hey, my sister loved your game so much, but when she passed away like 4 years ago, you know, every time I saw this game, I start crying about her." So the point is, to me, I'd be like, you know what? I'm Bethesda. You know, I'm gonna actually add this person into the game, but not actually make it to the point where they can do anything.
As a way of preserving. basically.
Yeah, but I don't want
like,
to do that.
if you want a basic, in my opinion, if you want to have them add into the game in some form of way, if you're not gonna have it to where they're able to do something game involved, like follow your character or something, then do what I heard they did with Skyrim. For one person that died that played the game so much, they actually made a memorial tombstone for them in the game.
They did?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, if you actually look it up on YouTube, they actually did. I forget where they put it in the game, but it's somewhere like right out in the open fields or something. Like this little, like, dark stone altar with I forget who statue, but on the altar it's inscribed R.I.P. like RIP, like rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
And the person who died's name, because there is this kid, a little boy that, if I remember this right, used to play like the Skyrim games a lot. And what happened is, apparently ended up dying due to, and I am trying to remember if this is right or not. Either it was a vehicle crash that did him in. Actually, yeah, plane crash, actually.
Oh, shit.
And he was... And this being when he was on his way back home.
Oh, that's more worse.
Mm-hmm. He, from what I remember, for this, his grandparents lived, like, way out of state where they stay. So, like, his parents decided to send him by plane. But the thing is, they didn't go with.
Oh, wow.
Like, they decided to send him on his own, like it was gonna be okay. What happens? Ride back home.
This just sucks. And to me, that's literally a story that I like to tell people in the mod, based on what happened to this person in real life. Instead of like, oh hey, I'm just gonna add this person that just sits there and do nothing.
Yeah.
That pissed me off every time. Because when I played, you know, the DLC Nuke World, I just see that guy and I'm like, he's all alone. Even his brother probably be pissed off that when he played the DLC, he'd probably be like, really?
He'd probably be like, what the fuck were you doing?
Yeah. Because, to me, you know, say like they did actually add him in Skyrim, but to the point I wanted to see that you can actually see him as a spirit. You know, like a little boy spirit. And you know, you'd be like, oh my god. And you can actually, you know, do something for the kid to make him more happy. And not just,
and at least in a way feel happy yourself that you're doing it, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like, because, when you actually become a vampire, you know, the vampire lord, and you're like, oh, I don't want to be this anymore. You get to the point like, oh, I had to find a dark soul gem, and go and deliver it to the guy. He takes my vampire powers away too. Oh, hey, there's a little girl in a burned house that's a spirit. Oh my god, I had to figure out what happened here. And yeah, that touched me because I actually helped her.
Like, that's the kind of thing people sometimes don't get, though, is like, say you do stuff like, I get, and people are like, I usually get this a lot, by the way, are usually like, why do you do this like this? And it's like, one, like, it makes me feel self-fulfilled that I did it, number one, and two, it feels good to do good things like that, you know?
Oh yeah.
It literally, in a way, it warms the heart to do good things. Good deeds make people feel good. It makes people feel happy. The only time that I would say anyone should not feel good for doing something that was the right thing, that was actually really fucking nice, would be if they're damn downright pricks.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Papa, you're back. Can I get a few gold to spend?
That's fucking true.
Please?
Because to me, even if I'm doing this mod,
What?
I'm not doing it for me, I'm doing it for you guys. But the reason I'm doing it is because I really want to make it for you guys to know that I care what you think about. Because when I see other mods, it's like sometimes they don't try. There are some modders that don't, you know, say anything back to people. Oh, you want me to fix this? I'm done.
Seriously. Like, they basically throw in the towel just because somebody found a bug and bring it up.
Yeah. And that's the thing, they're not... And this is the thing I feel like every time, is... They're not grown up. Of a man. Like, I'm a man. If somebody has an issue with my mod, all they have to do is tell me, and then I can fix it.
Wow, thanks, Papa.
But if it's not an issue, like you just want to say something like an asshole kind of thing, then yeah, I would be pissed off and, you know, block
You're
you,
the best.
not
Thanks.
to send any messages to me, and all that stuff. So.
Like, I get you, you know? I'll be honest. Like, a lot of stuff like that, it literally burns me up. You know? It's like a lot of times, like, you'll hear stuff like this, and it's fucking ridiculous when you hear it from people, because you know half the times they're not even freaking being honest. They'll be like, oh, we feel bad that this happened, and we wish we could do this and do that in order to make everything feel better. Oh, fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, if you want to actually do something to make it better, you know what my advice is for shit like that? For them to do their fucking jobs. That's my advice to make it better. Like, anyone out there, especially politicians, that go all ass-kissing when something freaking goes wrong, going, oh, how we wish that this didn't happen, and we wish there was a way or something that we could do to make this all right. But yeah, like I said, you know, if they want to know how to make it right, then they should do their goddamn jobs. Literally, the only reason shit like this happens is because they're fucking lollygagging while shit like this fucking declines and happens, and as soon as it does, then they act like they fucking care. No, it don't work like that, you fucks. You want to get the people's attention? Actually, goddamn, get off your ass and do something. Then you might actually have a vote like mine. Because I ain't no fucking fantasy seer. I am a fucking realist. And for politicians who can't get behind that, get fucking bent.
Okay. I don't know why that came out. But,
because it's like, as we were talking about stuff that's bad that happens, it literally just keeps reminding me of shit like that, literally, like so fucking bad. And it's like, the more I remember it, the more it fucking pisses me off. Literally. Like, nothing pisses me off worse than that
So you're not even pissed off about Bethesda half the times? Or are you always pissed off about them?
Put it like this. They're basically under, like, if I were to put it, my top 10 things that keep me fucking pissed.
Wow.
Like, no fucking lie there.
Oh, I gotta ask, have you actually seen the mod Skyrim 76?
Skyrim what?
Skyrim 76.
This is the first I've even heard of it.
Yeah, it's actually funny, but you can't actually use it because it breaks your system anyway.
Wow.
So somebody made a mod to joke around about how Fallout 76 came out. And they were like, wow, this is just terrible. So they went and made a mod based on that, and I was like, wow, that's sad. Okay.
If you're wondering what that is, that's my phone. A friend's calling me, but I can answer them back later.
You know you can just get off the mic and answer the phone.
I know, but I've already kind of, enough to a point, drug ass in this channel today when it comes to doing what I need to do. If I could put it that way.
I want to say your friend is a drunk person.
Nah, he's another YouTuber like me. I would recommend actually checking out his channel from time to time. He is known as Cayman 12,000. Like, full front honesty. And it's funny because his channel name, just like mine, came from an OC that he had a long time ago. Just like mine came from like a made-up OC character that I had made a long time ago myself. Like, you know how it is, like, when people are sometimes young and they actually make up character identities when they mess around?
Oh yeah, I know.
That's how me and him basically came up with the characters that we had. Because a long time ago, when we were young, we had made up these characters. Me and him had been friends for so long and everything. And we used to, like, mess around with our OC characters. Number one. Number two, after some time, we had decided to make YouTube channels. And then basically, but we didn't know what to do for the names. So in the cider, we had decided to use our OC character names for them. So that way, even if we do die, in a way, like, you know, something of us would live on in the net if something ever happened to us.
So it'd be like in the 40 kind of way, like year 4040. Hey, you know this YouTube channel name? Yeah, I know. But, hey,
you know, it's kind of funny. He's about like a year younger than me, literally, which I thought was something different. But to forefront of it,
never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, hey lad?
Like,
never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry.
It's kind of hard to specifically put it in the words, but to the point, like, a lot of people on the channel know I'm 24. You know.
24?
Oh. Besides, you look like your pockets are a little light
like,
on coin. Am I right?
In something that I can say, he's a friend that I actually
got a bit of an errand
wouldn't trade for anyone in the world. Like,
well paid.
You know?
Simple. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branchet's pocket without him noticing.
I mean, just like any friendship, though, we've had our spats, you know? But what friendship wouldn't?
Good. Wait until I start the
No, what I'm saying is, like, at least you have somebody that you know and, you know,
everyone,
trust a lot. Because me, I have zero of those. But I have a lot of friends on PlayStation that aren't actually real friends, you know, like you. But really, zero friends in real life. It's okay.
No pushing, no shoving. Plenty of room.
It's 12:32.
You need to hear this. Come on.
So what are you doing?
Right now?
Yeah.
Doing the Thieves Guild shit just to try and,
Hey, you got 90 people watching your stream.
The problem is your disrespect for the laws of this land.
Oh,
It is time to face the Jarl's justice.
although it's kind of fucked is like, as I said on my channel before, I don't really like going through the Thieves Guild shit, but sometimes I have to, you know, but I am kind of okay with, like, the Dark Brotherhood, because they'll actually, you know, they'll actually, kill people that deserve it, you know?
Oh yeah, I know that. Because that's what they are, dark, you know, assassin people. Like, oh hey, you want us to kill somebody? It was like, I don't know, 2,000, you know, citizens to kill this guy with a poison dagger. Okay, here.
I don't normally use a dagger myself, to be honest. Like, on my game, you'll usually see me either use heavy armor, but I will sometimes use the light armor, like, well, ones that look close enough to a long coat to it. But otherwise, you'll just see me running around with, like, a great blade, fighting people.
Heard they're reforming the Dawn Guard. Vampire hunters or something.
The reason I'm saying that is because if you do the Dark Brotherhood questline and kill the Queen, there's actually, like, a funniest thing to do. It cracked me up so badly. You can actually push, like, the stone and kill her. I was like, what?
Wait, with who?
Okay, you know when you're in Salt 2?
Yeah.
You have to do the quest that you have to kill the Queen when she's getting married.
Wait, there was a rock nearby you could push and kill her with?
Yeah, it's above her. It's like a stone.
Oh, fuck. I never noticed that when I first played the game. When...
Oh, it's the same thing with me. Somebody did a YouTube video of, like, how to kill the person without having any issues. Because when you say
my organization's been
was
having a run
behind
of bad
her
luck,
and stabbed
but
her,
I suppose that's just how it goes.
guards!
But never mind.
Or
like, the first time I did it, because at the point I had downloaded a mod called the Weapons of Mass Destruction Pack, so what I did was stand at a distance and then launch an exploding bolt in there. Like, literally, I launched with El Diablo, a Dwarven nuke in there, and then just fucking blew everything in there to hell.
yeah, so you can actually, so instead of where she is, you know, like to push it, you can go somewhere else, shoot at it probably, That's my guess. They saw somebody doing it and let it happen, and it will fall on her, kills her.
But yeah, there are times on here where I do continuously use the El Diablo bow as well as the exploding bolts. But sometimes I will use it for like special events, like say it's someone's birthday, or it's like you know, one of the people that subscribed to me have actually made this request. Like, I'll do it. You know, I do take requests for stuff like this, you know? And, like, I swear to God, I actually, I literally wish that, back when I did Soma, some people actually would have responded, because, oh my God, by the time I got around to finishing the game, I was so close to fucking crying, man. With how much the game fucking scared me.
Why?
Dude, like, in that game, just about every fucking thing was trying to kill me, dude. Everything was so messed up. The entire maps were, like, broken. You had this black gunk everywhere. And it's like, it doesn't even help that near the end, like, you have to place your mind in a new body by re-rigging someone's fucking corpse, having to kill your old self while at it, and like in the very end you end up losing a hand because you stick it in like the main monster, because apparently in your body is some gunk meant to kill it.
Stick your hand in some monster's butt. Yeah, that's
no, like you stick it in its fucking mouth and it chews your entire fucking hand off.
Oh, that I like to see to do.
Like, the video should still be sitting around in my channel, man. If you want to see it, watch it. Like, oh my God. I got so fucking scared. So bad on there. Like, holy hell. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, dude. There's actually one point, and I'm not sure if anyone noticed this, so I'm bringing it up now. I did actually cry at one point in the video. You guys probably didn't hear it, but literally, I was literally in tears, so close to,
what was that?
Like, completely, like, losing my shit.
Oh, to the point, like, cry, you shit your pants and you pee your pants?
No, like the point of cry where it's like you want to curl up into a ball in the corner and just cry yourself to sleep.
Oh, then you really don't want to use my mod.
Like, here's the thing. Like, by the end of it, I had to go through therapy twice. Like, no joking around. I literally had to go through therapy 2 times because of that game. Yeah, that's point blank why I hadn't done it again. Like, in the first video, I did say I was gonna try and do it on the other difficulties after doing it the first time. But after what happened, oh my God, no. Oh, man. Oh, 2 more people on the live stream.
I'm not here to hold your hand. Figure this one out.
This one is different.
Wait, there's only like 2 people on your live stream?
2 people watching the live stream right now.
How the heck? A minute ago I was in there was like 9 and...
I don't really know how I can
Back to steal a guild leader. Kill all of the NPCs.
Oh yeah, we all have fun doing that.
As much as I want to, I gotta do this as part of the story. I'll kill them afterwards, though. This guy especially, if he keeps fucking being an ass.
I don't know you, so we've got nothing to talk about. How about you finish the job Brynja?
Oh, if you're talking about the guy,
well, when you put it that way. He's holed up in the Ratway Woods.
Boss that you get to kill.
Has someone bring him food and such. Crazy old coot from what I've heard.
You need advice?
Well,
talk to
that
Brynjolf.
stand out down
Better
here.
things to do.
He must really be off his nut.
Well, well. Color me impressed, lad. I wasn't certain I'd ever see
Not one to talk to you, Brynjolf.
Don't you have something to do? Need advice?
Yeah, some of the
Talk to
NPCs
Brynjolf.
don't really want to talk to. They know what the hell out of you.
I'll be honest, at most I want to seriously kill Brynjolf.
Half the times I just wanted to kill every single NPC because of the way they are. I think your friend wants to talk to you.
Yeah, he's calling me again, but the thing is, I can't really... Well, it's not like I say I can't. The reason why I say I can't do it right now, to the most, is because, like I said, I've already, like, messed with this video enough by pausing before. You know? Alright. Actually, considering how far I am into it, I don't know if I want to use the exploding bolts, because, like, Esbern is somewhere in here, and if he's close enough to where I'm firing the bolt, and this shit goes through the walls, mind you, when it comes to the nukes. And I don't want to end up hitting him, because the moment I do, then it just kind of fucks with my story.
And he will come after you and murder you, and
he'll continuously try to kick my ass.
Oh yeah, we all know that. There's even some NPCs that can't die, that are really strong, to murder you in seconds.
Like, here's the funny thing, with how my character's built right now, it's like, they can continuously try to, but I'm gonna keep on, like, knocking their ass out in maybe 1 or 2 shots.
Yeah, but they can knock you, you know, to the point like...
But it's like, they'll continuously try, though. And there's like a time where that just gets so annoying to where you're like, okay, I've had a fucking enough of this, how do I completely fucking kill you? You know?
Yep. It's crazy.
It's so...
Sometimes it stinks.
And... Actually, Vectus, if you want to be able to talk more clearly besides in the chat, feel free to jump into the party by, clicking into it.
Inkpot, stone.
What are you talking about?
Book, knife.
Oh, Vlectrus is, another YouTuber. Before I started YouTubing, I actually did some videos with him, collab for Onigiri. And actually, probably will... Well, actually, not probably. Most likely will do more with him.
No.
But, speaking of which, I definitely need to log on there again, since it's been a while since I've gotten the dailies.
What? No, that's not me. I'm not Esbern. I don't know what you're talking about. Delphine? How do you... So you finally found her, and she led you to me. And here I am, caught like a rat in a trap. Delphine? How do you... Oh, this is just a trick to get me to open the door, huh? I told you to go away. I told you to go away. I'm not opening this door for anybody.
You kidding me?
Ah, indeed.
Does I hate you sometimes?
You'd better come in then and tell me how you found me and what you want. This'll just take a moment.
Bloody hell.
This one always fits.
I will say this, like I said, I do enjoy a lot of games like Onigiri. And, The reason why I like doing stuff like this is for a couple reasons. One, actually being the fact is like you can work on your character, you know, make them look how you want them to look. Number one. And you can always all around work on like your gear.
Come in. Make yourself at home. That's better.
Oh yeah.
Now we can talk. So, Delphine keeps up the fight after all these years. I thought she'd have realized it's hopeless by now. I tried to tell her years ago. Haven't you figured Aldrin has the dragon from the dawn of time who devours the souls of the dead? No one.
By the way, Flex, I've already sent you the invite into the party.
And the world will end. Nothing can stop.
2,000 years later.
I tried to tell them. They wouldn't listen. Fools. It's all come true. All I could do was watch our doom approach. Yes. You see, you know. Oh, yes. Only it seems that the gods have... What? Then there is hope. We must go. Quickly now. But give me just a moment. I must gather a few things.
You get in the party chat. Don't bite my head off.
I mean, no, useless trash. Where to put my annotated annuad?
Actually, do you play Onigiri by any chance, my friend?
I don't know what that is. Half the times I don't even remember what kind of games there are out.
It's an RPG game that they made. Mostly the vocals is in Japanese, but they'll have English subtitled for what they're saying. But all around, your character is a being called an Oni, which look humans, and then you fight other Japanese folklore monsters like yokai. Of all sorts. Your outfits don't do much besides give you like a nice look, where what actually gives you your strength are your weapons, your makatamas, and stuff like that.
Is someone there?
Samurai Jack.
But if you haven't played it, I would recommend trying it.
Good.
Although I have noticed this though, and I do hope they fix it some point this year, but their servers do tend to kind of get extremely off and sometimes indiscriminately kick people because they don't take the time in order to fix them. They usually just put more output in the story and forget to, or they just don't give a fuck about doing work on the servers.
That's in every single other game out there, like GTA. The other one was Call of Duty World War II. Fallout 6.
Another game I'm curious if you play. Do you actually have Sword Art Online Hollow Realization?
No. If you go in my profile, you can actually see everything when you do get a chance.
Actually, if you want to, you can go ahead and check what games I played and let me know if there's any that I played that are co-op that you actually have too.
Okay. Brain hurts. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3.
Yes?
Oh my god, the texture of this Khajiit's face is so
Watch over your battle.
fucked. Oh my god, they messed that Khajiit up. Oh god.
So you got Skyrim? I have that.
Let's talk about games that are like multiplayer that we can all around get on. Okay.
I'm just telling you the games I play the most.
Alright.
Because there are other games that I don't play, like example Warframe, that is 100% garbage to me.
Actually, I stopped playing Warframe, to be honest.
What was it that caused you to stop it? Was it boring?
I'll be honest, like, it got a little stale after what they did with, like, the whole, map travel, to be honest.
Oh, that's always been bugged for me for some reason. Like, I try to go to a different planet to do literally a mission, it doesn't let me go there. I'm like, I have to complete this.
You wanna know what it is, actually? Because they make it where you gotta do junctions before you do.
Yeah. So freaking stupid.
And, yeah, literally. It's like, what happened to it, like, before, where it's just like, in order to go to the next planet, just, complete an assassination mission, or one of these, like, little small missions, you know? No need to be going all out blasé with it and freaking make it to where you gotta do way more shit than needed with these damn junctions.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to throw in the junctions, like, have them as, like, one of those little rank up systems, or, like, little trophy, things, you know? For, like, extra rewards. But, I'm sorry, you can go ahead now.
I do play Skyrim, Fallout 4, Listen 2... I'm trying to remember. World War 2, yes. GTA 5. Bloodborne.
Come on in. We got warm
These on
food,
Crash.
warm drinks, and warm beds.
What do you need, Dragonborn?
Oh, and I used to play Destiny 1. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, half of these games you play, I play too.
Delphi.
But the most ones I do play is Skyrim, Fallout 4, and...
It's been a long time.
It's good to see you too, Esbern.
What was the other
It's
one I
been
had?
too long, old friend. Too long. Well, then. You made it safe and
And
sound.
GTA
Good.
5.
Come on, I have a place we can talk.
Actually, I don't have that anymore, thanks to a certain someone my mom used to date.
This way.
Damn.
I was gonna say, though, if you still had Destiny, I wouldn't mind playing that with you.
Yeah, I do still have that, I just have to re-download it again. That's all.
It's alright, I mean... Oh, and if you like playing Call of Duty, the remastered one actually came out, and this you can quote me on and actually check it,
Now,
viewers out there.
I assume you know.
Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered is actually came out for free for like people who have PS Plus. So if you guys got PS Plus and you want that game but don't have the money to buy it, get in the PlayStation Store, go into the PS Plus section, and grab that game while you can before it flies out.
Oh, thank you. When you said that, I'm getting it now.
During their conquest.
You know what?
Hey, I thought I should mention it while I'm thinking about it. You know what I mean? Oh, and that and plus, folks, not sponsored, by the way. I thought I should mention that while I was thinking of it.
In the event, despite the far
In the later, they were like, hey, you were not allowed to do that.
Location was lost.
Hey, alright, man. I just mentioned that I'm not, like, sponsored by them, and I...
Either of you?
Let's pretend we haven't.
What else is free?
What's Alduin's Wall, and what does it have to do with stopping the dragons?
Nothing else good, to be honest.
For
Honor was free last month.
Part history, part profit. His location has been lost to settlers. But
yeah, like I said, For Honor was
just forgotten.
like, if you ever wanted to try For Honor, it was like out for free last month.
To save a few scraps.
So you think that Alduin's wall will tell us how to defeat Alduin?
Well,
Minecraft or something?
But there's no guarantee.
What?
Skyhaven
I'm looking at this
I knew you'd have something for us, Esbern.
game. It's so weird.
I know the area of the reach that Esbern's talking about.
Okay, I'm done
Near what's
looking
now
at it.
known as Karthspire in the Karth River Canyon.
Jesus Christ.
We can meet you there or all travel together. Your call. Your call. Might be safer to travel separately. Attract less attention that way.
Yeah, so I
Don't
got
worry,
things
I'll
that
get
are
Esbern
from
there in one
PlayStation
piece.
Plus.
We'll
Set
wait for you in
game.
your Karthspire. Good luck.
Dark Sliders 2, Mafia 3, Bloodborne, Killing Floor 2.
I could actually re-download Bloodborne, to be honest.
Batman.
I never got far when I tried playing Bloodborne on my own because literally I kept getting outnumbered real quick.
And probably never come
Oh, I
back.
know. That's how I was, I guess, so pissed off. So I was like, oh,
Like, not only did it piss me off, but like, in order to be able to compensate for it, I was constantly using my blunderbuss on people. So I was like running out of ammo like crazy.
Yep, that's what happens.
And it's like, here's how I did mine, literally. I had a blunderbuss as well as the axe.
I don't remember.
And let me tell you, it took so long just to figure out how to use the fucking axe.
Oh, dude.
Like, just how to get it.
The weapons are so difficult to use. They are.
Like, it took me some time to figure out how to extend the axe to make it two-handed.
Oh, yeah. What about trying to use a gun and use, like, a torch on your other hand? And it's like, I got a question, where the hell is the torch now?
Oh, seriously.
Shot in the freaking ass when you do that.
By the way, hey Celeste. But yeah, another game that I've tried before that I couldn't get far in was Dark Souls. Like the third one.
Rip.
Hey, be careful. Oh!
I'll be honest, when it came to that game, it really was too much. But Bloodborne, I'll give it props where it stood. It actually turned out okay. I just couldn't get a good grasp of it due to the fact how many times I kept getting outnumbered. Like, you know, when some of the times you try to get a good grip of the area and stuff.
Oh, I got a question. What about the beginning of the gameplay that when you woke up and the first thing you had to do is to literally try to walk past beasts?
Like, seriously, the first thing you do is try to kill something that literally can kill you. Yeah, and by the way, people, we ain't gonna tell you anything about how the beast looks, or, like, what happens, that the beast does to you, since I have not done any gameplays on it, so we're not going to spoil it for you if you haven't seen it.
Easy beast is easy.
Yeah, you say it's easy. But in all reality, it's only easy after you get your shit.
Nah, I know plenty of people that killed that beast with their bare hands and no recovery items. They're like, come here, let me whisper in here.
Yeah, and they probably played the damn game long enough to have the strength to do it.
Why are you stopping?
They're just being smart and not getting hit. That not getting hit part, crucial part though.
Looks safe. Let's move.
Crucial part to not get hit. Doesn't help that you're in an enclosed space.
Where am I going?
Oh, what about the other, wolf, the werewolf guy? That freaking boss is a beast.
I've never made it to him. I never got past the very first stage.
You know, the first boss can be entirely avoided. You ever have to touch him?
Like, I actually wish I was kidding you. Like, literally, always died. First map, do not get far. Like, I end up being able to get past the double door where in the middle of town where everyone's burning the body, right? But I never know where to go from there in order to not only find the boss, but basically be able to go to the next area. So it's like, I'm stuck trying to figure out where the hell to go, where, like, people are outnumbering me, like, all over the place. Don't even find the first boss. So, yeah, never made it past the very first point.
It's like, if you ever try to, like, fight a boss in Skyrim, you're like, oh, I can't go that way.
Blood. Your blood, Dragonborn.
Practically, for the honesty of it, it's like, I don't know my way around good enough to know where the boss is, let alone where to go in order to reach it.
That's why you have to test yourself, see? And this is the thing with me, like, oh, I died.
Well, I do try to find my way around, but it's like everyone keeps fucking jumping me either by the time I have reclaimed some of my shit, or like while I'm trying to go and get it back after I've died.
The only thing that annoys the heck out of me is when you do die, and then every single person you murder respawns.
Oh, no fucking joke on that shit.
It sucks.
Like, I'll tell you what. The even worse thicket of it for me is like, after you do die, like you said, and like, not just the respawning part, but just the fact is, after you die, you practically lose everything you had that wasn't, like, either health items, your outfit, or your weapon. Everything else just fucking, like, out the fucking window.
That's... The only thing that do disappear is actually your souls that you kill.
That's another thing that I hated, was when they make those disappear too. Like, I'll be honest, you know, it's like when you're trying to get up a good number of them, it pisses me off exponentially, like, whenever something does happen, and I end up losing all of them. You know? It's like, if anything, like, maybe have it to where, like, instead of losing them all, like, maybe pay, like, 10 souls, a revive, maybe, you know, to make it, like, where people have to, yeah, you know, try and do better, but, you know, it's not like an all-or-nothing gambit. Like, literally, does it not sound like a better idea, though?
Be right back.
Alright. Actually, yeah, definitely, I'm grabbing me a drink.
Yes. Let's see.
Bobo, go lay down.
Now I'm all alone. I'm the only person left. Only person alive. What's up, everybody? How is everyone?
Here is your friend.
Well,
This panel goes back to the beginning of time.
main thing you're gonna want to do is buy all of the games from FromSoft. FromSoft is a very great company, and they like it when you buy games. Pre-order everything from Miyazaki, even if it's already out. Pre-order all the Dark Souls 1s, all the Dark Souls 2s, all the Dark Souls 3s.
So does it show how they defeated him?
Let him know that you're there for him. Appreciate it.
The Akaviri were not
He likes it when you're there. Zaki will appreciate me. I'm on your
coming from the mouth.
lonely.
This is the Akaviri symbol for shout. But
remind me.
You mean they used a shout to defeat Alduin? For sure.
Oh yes, presumably something rather specific, or even Alduin himself. This is where they recorded all the
So we're looking for a shout then. Damn it. You ever heard of such a thing? A shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
Or not? Well,
Yeah, so when I'm done, you know, sort of like updating my mod, it's up to you if you want to try it.
he's currently poofed right now, but he'll be back shortly.
Is he doing his like poop?
I don't know. He said something about going to go get a drink. I got bored, so I advertised on his stream.
Oh, you did?
Buying all of them. Got bored, so I advertised on his stream.
What the hell is going on here?
I had to buy all the FromSoft games. I had to buy all of them. All the FromSoft games. Pre-order all the FromSoft games. All.
Have you ever heard of a shout that can knock a dragon out of the sky?
So I would say you're watching his stream right now too, or you're just...
I was looking into all my onigiri characters.
You sound tired.
Yep. Stayed up until like 5 a.m. close to 6 a.m. trying to farm one particular mag. Then
Sounds just like me. I've been up all night, you know, working. I haven't gone to sleep yet.
I got some sleep in me.
said he's gonna get a drink, but it sounds like you get a bag of chips and a drink.
Well, actually, the reason why I got the bag of chips is because I got the stove going so I can cook something to eat.
Have you ever heard of a shout that can knock a dragon
what kind of
out
chips?
of the sky?
The Tostito scoops.
You're probably right. I was hoping to avoid having to involve them in this, but it seems we have no choice. If they had their way, you do nothing but sit up on their mountain and talk to the sky or whatever it is they do.
When you were
The
gone,
Greybeards are so afraid of
when
power
I'm done
that they won't
updating
use
my
it.
mod,
Think
if you
about
like to try my
Have
mod,
they tried
let
to
me
stop
know.
the Civil War or done anything?
I'm up to try anything at least once. Just let me know the name of it, and I'll do it.
Of your power. Trust me.
Yeah, right now I don't want to tell you the name because I don't want you to download the mod and realize that I'm updating it and boom, it crashes your game.
No, I'm talking about after you're done.
Yeah. Oh no, I know that, but there are people that I told about it.
Only if you don't know how to
because
use
there
it.
are sometimes
Those that
authors
and
like
they're the villains.
they tell you, hey,
Those that misuse
can you test my
but
mod
if you
out?
live in fear of what might go wrong,
There's
you'll
some
end up
update.
right.
Like
We'll look around
later
Skyrim
on,
Temple
and you're
and
like,
see what else the old
hey,
blades
what
have
the
left for
heck,
us.
man?
It's a better hideout.
So,
Talos guard you.
Look here, in the third
my kitty cat is on my lap.
prophecy was brought
Actually, now that I think about it, it's probably about time for me to end the video. Yeah, about an hour short. This video has gone on for 2 hours and 44 minutes. Oh. About an hour later than I'd normally end it, but right about now I'd say sounds good. Alright, everybody. Like, subscribe if you want to. Leave comments, like literally what you want me to do in the series. And if today is your birthday, happy birthday. And on that note, I will see you guys next time. Later.